off on a 1-month subscription. That's UFC Fight Pass for $1. These two big men are tied up early.
Feint there from Rappa, but I'll tell you, Romanov loves pushing forward. Doesn't leave him a lot of mat space to finish. Just a takedown, he pushes forward.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Clavin in the house. We got Alexandr, Romanov, Dymere, Rappa. We got some Pro Fury grappling going on tonight. A bunch of jiu-jitsu killers out here. Later on, we'll have Sean Brady. Frank Mir's daughter just won. Bellamere. She defeated Gabby, a girl named Gabby. Not Gabby Garcia, though. It was another Gabby. I can't think of her last name right now. I don't know why my thing says I'll be live in 2 hours. I'm live now, YouTube. Is that why I'm not getting any people? And then it says 4 hours ago. Like, this is all messed up. Why do you hate me, YouTube? Why? All right, there we go. Rappa in the blue top, Romanov in the black. Oh, Romanov getting the back here. This is close to out of bounds, close to the crowd here. We'll see if Romanov's able to do anything with this. Going straight to side control, now to dominant north-south. Oh, look at this. Is he going to have enough room to jump to mount? Look like he's going to try to. Not, but he's looking for a Darce choke in north-south here. He might have this. Oh, wow. That is a rare choke. Because that's an inverted north-south. His opponent was on his back. He was on his belly in the north-south position. What a quick victory, too. Wow. Alexandr Romanov. That was impressive. I mean, I guess I don't know a whole lot about Dymere Rappa, but I would be impressed if he was able to submit me that quickly from a dominant north-south. I'm sure this Dymere Rappa guy is a lot better than I am. Oh, Dan Mergliotta. Dan Mergliotta, this is about the happiest I've ever seen him. He must really love grappling. I've never seen this dude smiling like he is tonight. Is that Dan Mergliotta's twin brother? Yo, what's up, fellas? Out to jump in the shower, but I'll leave the stream going. Return to chat ASAP. Have to pack to get ready to fly back home as well. Nice. Yeah, I got to pack to leave tomorrow, actually. Heading over to Eastern Washington for a little while. That's why this is the last stream of the year. I'm glad somebody showed up for the last stream of the year. That's okay. I didn't really advertise it, I guess, well in advance. Maybe some people thought I was going to take this week off. That obviously not the case here, though. Man, Alexandr Romanov, you don't get MMA matches done that quickly. Jesus. Second Fury Pro Grappling win. The last one he defeated Chris Daukaus in Pro Fury 8. Who hasn't defeated Chris Daukaus at something?
Thank you very much for guys from Maryland who came to support me. Thank you very much for all guys from Moldova who came to support me here.
I feel like Chris Daukaus is one of those guys. Like, is he actually even real? I don't know, because supposedly he's beaten people. But who is he beaten? Does anybody remember him ever winning a match? I don't. Maybe he beat some NPCs, some Tijuana taxi drivers, some big old tire employees.
Why not? Why not? Now I'm a free agent and I'm fully open to any
Oh wow, Alexandr Romanov is a free agent. I did not realize that.
opportunities to
Did you guys realize Alexandr Romanov is a free agent? Not the best time to be a free agent in MMA right now, though. Unless you're willing to go to Singapore, I suppose. Because Bellator, of course, just sold to PFL. And now word is PFL's not able to pay their fighters. Like, a ton of fighters are being asked to be dropped because PFL's not giving them any fights. Because, yeah, they bought their contracts, but they're like, we can't afford these contracts. So you guys are going to have to fight for less or not fight. And they're like, no, that's not how a contract works. What's up, PBR Street Gang? Hello, sir. What's up, my ninja, Brian R. Yes, how was your trip, Rob? I was hoping you and PBR would hook up when you were down there. At least for lunch or something, but maybe we'll still get some people over for the Seattle. I wish they would have announced the Seattle thing sooner. So nobody should feel bad. If you can't make the Seattle thing, like I know they just announced it a couple weeks ago. Tickets go on sale in like a couple more weeks. So if anybody's feeling bad and really like stretching and try to get there, if you weren't going to go anyways, like don't stress about it. I don't take it personal. I said there was not much notice. So I got friends here also, that I'll go with, and we will make sure, to have many more fights with friends, get-togethers if people want to do it. All right, I don't know. I don't know how long this will be. It looks like there is quite a few more matches. Phumi Nkuta coming down from Sarah BJJ out of Union City, New Jersey. Sarah BJJ, they are legit. They know what's up. They know how to get that shit done, son. Sarah BJJ ain't nothing to play with. I gotta bring up the fight card here. This is a guy that was on Ultimate Fighter Season 7, they're saying. Not sure if I remember him or not. I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention after Season 5, to be honest. I was in and out after Season 5. Up to Season 5, I was watching every episode, some of them 2 or 3 times. Hey, a contract is legal and binding. The company must pay it as per contractual agreement. Yeah, I'm worried they're going to end up going out of business. That's my fear. CN5 PBR. All right, here comes Riley Palmer from Team American Top Team. What was this other guy's weird-ass name? I'm trying to remember now. I might have to rewind it to get his weird-ass name on here. Oh, I accidentally rewound it like 20 fucking... Oh, man, this rewind button on UFC Fight Pass is fucking aggressive. Damn. Oh, there ain't... Oh, here we go. On the bottom, they have a 30-second option. Okay. That's better. Like, I just barely hit that thing back rewind, and it was going back like 5 minutes at a time. Nikita. Nikita was his opponent. I don't remember what the last name was there. Let me try to get it real quick. Oh, it's Phumi Nkuta. I don't know what the Nkuta is about. Oh, that's the... I think that was the subtitle screwing up. Phumi Nkuta. Guys will have to forgive me. English is my first language. And my only language. Okay, so if you're ahead, I just had to pause it. So we'll catch up later, but let's start this at the beginning so we can have the timer ready. Oh wow, are they into this a bit? Okay, these are highlights they're showing there. Got it. Perfect. Oh, now it did start though. Okay, a few seconds off. We'll start the 6-minute timer here in just about 10 seconds. Yeah, these guys allowed to have their own sponsors like back in the day. Back in the real days of the UFC. Back before this fake shit. Here we go. Team Sarah versus Team AKA. Sarah in the black, AKA in the white and red. Riley Palmer, the Sarah BJJ student here. Oh, I gotta take subtitles off here too. Oh, can you not take subtitles off on this? Oh, this is ridiculous. I hate subtitles on sports. Come on, UFC Fight Pass, get with the program. I pay for my UFC Fight Pass, and see it. This is how they treat me. I can't even take off the subtitles. Guys on the pirate stream probably don't even have to worry about subtitles. All right, just for fun, YouTube asked me if I want to do this and said, set a goal and something you'll do. So there's a 2-minute timer. If I get at least 5 donations, $2 or more, in the next 2 hours, we're dropping some edibles, baby. Merry fucking Christmas. What are we watching? We're watching Pro Fury Grappling. What's up, Arcade Chaos? I was just watching his channel before I came over. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and Killer New Year. You too, sir. Palmer pretty aggressive there. Oh, look at that little flip there. That's a score from Nkuta though, right before that. Palmer, good jiu-jitsu guy, but he's got a little bit more of a wrestling base than Phumi. And you see that? He tries to drop for the double leg, can't get it. Nkuta's got a pretty good double leg takedown himself, though. You're seeing that so much more in BJJ, the fusion of wrestling and jiu-jitsu. In competitive BJJ, these guys are realizing now, like wrestling, that's legit takedowns. Get your wrestling. Know your wrestling, know your jiu-jitsu. And especially, or know your judo, excuse me, but especially now with so much no-gi grappling. So much no-gi grappling, you're seeing a lot more guys going from more wrestling heavy instead of the judo heavy. Because judo heavy, it's like, oh, you got a gi on, you better know your fucking judo or you're in trouble. You don't have any gi on, you better know you're wrestling or you're in trouble. Not that judo can't still be effective, but not near as effective without the handles. My donation will be mailed after New Year's. Thank you, King James. Appreciate you, brother. Merry Christmas. A belated Merry Christmas. Hope you have a Happy New Year, too. Palmer aggressive there. Good defense from Nkuta. These submission-only matches tonight. See, I like what they're doing here, too, is it's only 6 minutes. Because as big a jiu-jitsu fan as I am, you got these 25-minute matches where nobody's scoring a submission or something. Like, I don't care who you... I don't know who would not be bored after 25 minutes of, nothing really happening. And, good takedown there from Nkuta. Not that it's always nothing happening. See, right now, there's a lot happening right now. Nkuta going, he's got that north-south. Oh, he's got this little... That's nasty. You nasty, bro. Look at that. He's sitting on his face, rubbing his leg on his ear. That's nasty. Don't do him like that. That's some playground shit right there. Oh, and he transitions over. That would have been a beautiful place to throw some knees in the right. All right. Oh, and we got a. Speaking of knees, no, it's not a knee. It was a heel. Heel of Palmer caught Nkuta in the eye. And I mean, those heel strikes aren't even legal on the ground in MMA, much less in a jiu-jitsu. Oh man, that is a legit freaking heel strike. Damn, that's that's the kind of a heel strike that almost could end a fight. Wrong sport there, Palmer. We got a minute 32, 31, minute 30 left in this match. But no, I like that they're all 6-minute matches. Like I said, every once in a while, you're going to get a 25-minute, 30-minute beauty in BJJ. But more times than not, when you have those 25, 30-minute matches, even between masters, there's so much defense, so much nullification going on that there's not a lot of action for the spectators. Yeah, it's grueling for the competitors. But it's hard for the untrained eye to really see what's going on. Palmer threw a little elbow there too. I'm not sure he did that on purpose, but that really should not have struck Nkuta's head. 40 seconds left in this one. Oh, beautiful transition there. Nkuta back on top. Remember, this is submission only though. 30 seconds. If there's no submission, it will be a draw. My volume all the way up. Is it just me or is he low? Okay, am I low? Is my volume low, guys? Let me check it here. I can listen to myself, I guess. Okay, am I low? Is my volume low, guys? Let me check it here. Doesn't seem to be on my phone. If anybody else thinks it's low, I can turn it up, but I'm trying. I don't have a pop filter on my mic, and if I go above a certain volume, it can get kind of muffly. Oh, this is a multi-round. Okay. The one I was watching earlier is not. So we're going to go round 2. 6-minute rounds here. All right. What's up, Chef Johnson in the house? I'll try to turn up a little bit. Guys, let me know if it's too loud. I'm going to turn it up. There. Should be, let me know. That should be like significantly higher though. Notice audio change a couple weeks back when video became sharper. All right, there we go. Overtime. Oh, overtime's only 2 minutes. So I'll just count it down here then. 145, 44, 43, 42, 41, 140 left. Both guys on their knees here, and Nkuta attacks, ending up on top here. Much better. Thank you, King James. And I can turn it up more if you want. I was just, you guys let me know. I switched out the mic again, James, so this is definitely a better mic than I was using a couple weeks ago. And Nkuta pushing Palmer, pushing his head into the ground here. They're close to going out of bounds. Nkuta in the guard of Palmer. Perfect on my end. Sweet. Yeah, because usually the complaints are that I'm too loud. I'm like scaring people's cats and shit. And Palmer pulling Nkuta in here from the ground, looking for maybe a last-minute Darce choke. He can't really back up there. He's going to be in the crowd. Oh, tries to go high guard last minute for an armbar. He's going to stand up with 20 seconds left. Let's see if somebody makes a big move here. It's going to have to be some kind of takedown that transitions into a submission if we're going to see one here. 10 seconds left. A slippery mats tonight, too. There's another takedown for Nkuta. Oh, and Palmer's got it. Oh, he looked like he might have a guillotine him, though, but no. So, I said, I'm pretty sure it's submissions only, so I think this ends up being a draw. If they were scoring, Nkuta should get this. All right, a draw there. Yeah, Phumi Nkuta, that guy's got skills on his feet, though. I mean, he was getting takedown after takedown on Riley Palmer, and that's not an easy guy to do that with. I know Riley Palmer's got a lot of respect in the Sarah Dojo, and Nkuta really, I mean, he didn't get the submission, of course, but he really kind of dominated him. UFC Fight Pass, brother. So if anybody wants to watch along, it's on UFC Fight Pass. I don't know if you can still get like free trials to them, but I know they've been running a lot of end of year sales, Black Friday sales. That apparently Black Friday is about 3 months now. I just bought a Black Friday deal yesterday. Yesterday, no, it was the day before because it's the 26th, so 2 days ago. Sean Brady, Richie, the Boogeyman Martinez is going to be the main event. If you guys don't know who Richie Martinez is, it's the reason they call him the Boogeyman. He is a bad, bad man. Big challenge for Sean Brady. Big, big challenge. Of course, Chef Johnson. All right, guys. This stream brought to you by Robin Hood. Not the Robin Hood Luigi Mangione that's going after the CEOs. We're talking about the Robin Hood, the trading platform. Trade on every major market, every major crypto. Richie Martinez is smoking everyone, yes. And you're going to get a free stock. Value between $5 and $200. So all you have to do is click my link. When you sign up, they're going to give you a free stock. They're going to give me a free stock. Everybody's a winner at Robin Hood. Not quite like the original Robin Hood, you know, where they're robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. But I just like the no commission trades. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Mike, next grappling event you do, will you wear the singlet with headgear? I don't even have a singlet and headgear that fit me anymore, if I'm being honest. If somebody sent me one, I probably could do that. Sabatini and Fazekas. Up next, Pat Sabatini, of course, 19 and 5 as an MMA fighter. All right, I'm going to be just a little bit behind again here, too, because it looks like we're about a minute and a half into this match. I should have had all my names ready, but here we go. All right, 6-minute round with a 2-minute overtime if necessary. And Fazekas is immediately getting the takedown here. In the guard of Sabatini. Sabatini not exactly known for his submission skills. A little more of a striker. So there you go. They're offering it. Fight pass for $1. 90% off right now. I don't know how long you get it for $1, but damn. Not a bad deal there.
On these cards for sure, competition in the training room, just high-level grappler. Of course, we saw him have a legendary run here through CFFC's MMA division.
And Fazekas right into side control here.
19 and 5 career MMA record, 13 of those wins by submission. 8 rear naked.
Sabatini's got to figure something out here.
Obviously, heel hooks off the table. With him being a UFC athlete. All of our UFC athletes will avoid the twisting leg locks tonight. Let's see, that's the agreement we have with the UFC.
All right, so if you guys didn't hear that, all UFC fighters that are competing here tonight, their matches, there are no leg locks in their matches.
You ask them, they would probably all say, no, that's fine.
100%.
I understand that. I get that. Whatever. I'm just glad they're letting them compete. Let them earn a little bit of extra money. Because, for they don't let them box. They don't let them do any striking competition. So if they're going to let them do jiu-jitsu without leg locks, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of leg locks. I know that's going to piss some people off. It's probably just because I grew up training without them. We never did leg locks. They weren't a big thing back in my day. I know this. It was basically just the Russians that were doing leg locks back in the day. Oleg Tiktarev, of course, pulled off a big one. I believe he beat Tank Abbott by leg lock at UFC 6 in the finals. What's up, Phil D. Rollin'? Richie Martinez has been smoking everyone. Dude, Richie Martinez is an absolute stud. Yeah. All right, guys. 5 super chats tonight, $2 or more, and we'll go to Edible World. I was on Arcade Chaos' stream. He's like, man, I miss when you do those edibles. So I was like, oh, you know what? It looks like they have a new goal thing on UFC. Or UFC, on YouTube, excuse me. It's like I'll set up a goal here.
Slick work there from Sabatini. Fazekas up to the challenge so far, but Sabatini trying to settle in on top.
Sabatini on top, looking for a guillotine here. He might have it. It's kind of hard to see the angle. Oh, there we go. Fazekas is out. Sabatini looking very comfortable here tonight, though.
Think it through.
Confidently, too. Postured up.
Come on.
Take a
Don't be surprised to see Sabatini go off on an armbar here in a moment, either. Phil D. Rollin with the first donation of the night. Thank you, Phil D. Roll. And Sabatini still at the back. He's got to set something up here pretty quickly, though. He's getting close to that 1.5 minute mark. He's got hooks in. He's got Fazekas at a bit of a weird angle here, though. Phil, I appreciate that. Phil, always a premium member, and always, no matter how he's doing financially, always finds a way to, just to drop a super chat in there. Appreciate you, man. Oh, and Sabatini. No, you can't do the leg lock here, buddy. I think you forgot. Broke for a few days, but I got a buck for you. Appreciate it, brother. I get that. Everybody's just finished up Christmas. Oh, see, Sabatini really wanting to go for these leg locks. Dude, they're against the rules here. You can't. It's UFC fighters.
On the non-primary leg, so the leg that was there to be attacked, he didn't even finish on that one. He finished straight ankle lock on the far leg.
My goodness, spectacular work from
Oh, so that's an ankle lock, Pat Sabatini. Okay, so ankle locks are okay. Just not the knee lock. And Pat Sabatini, with 26 seconds left in regulation, pulls off the ankle lock and gets a submission over Fazekas.
taking out a black belt via submission in regulation. Gorgeous work from Pat Sabatini. Let's take it to Jason Luder.
And I'm sure he's going to add a couple bucks to his bankroll, of course. Pat Sabatini. Good stuff. Says, hell yeah.
Any fight news that you can share with us? I got nothing booked right now, but I'm looking for like March time frame. I'll be ready. We can't wait for that, ladies.
I got the fight card here in front of me, but it is the order is not correct. Like it's kind of all over the place. Well, no, looks like we might have Nicholas Willey and Joe Pyfer next. Call me Joe Pyfer, but Alexandr Romanov was supposed to be in the 3 spot, and he fought a couple fights ago, so I thought we were out of order, but maybe we're back now. Yes, Joe Pyfer next. The body bag. Joe Pyfer and Nicholas Willey. Nicholas, don't call me Bill Willey. Don't call me Slick Willie. No sex crimes here.
Representing Sharpshooters Grappling Club out of Oxford, Pennsylvania, Nick Wiley.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. We've seen him here before several times. 3-0 record for professional grappling. Robbie Diller, Ronda, Brett Martinez, Dylan Maston.
Oh, I think it's Nick Willie, because he's got two L's on that. Maybe it is pronounced Wiley, but.
And a featured matchup with a rising UFC talent.
Anybody do anything cool for Christmas? Anything you want to share? Get anything? Give anything cool for Christmas? My wife got me one of those, the new Atari 7800 Plus. I know I was telling you guys about that, but I know not really new, but they re-released the old-ass Atari 7800, so I got all these old freaking games. It plays all the cartridges from the 2600 and the 7200, so I'm excited. I like it. I think all my games might be downstairs, though. The wife and kids are going through them because I went on eBay and just bought like several lots of 2600 games because, I mean, they're cheap. I picked up like 100 games. Joe Pyfer, the Philly boy, Philadelphia, PA. Looking to put it down. Where did our other Philly boy go? Robert Kerrigan, the drunken charge. I know he said he had to go... had to take a shower. He's got to leave in the morning. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment there, Kai's 25s. My next, oh, I seen the happy holiday. Hope everyone had a good Xmas. My next grappling match. Oh, I did read that. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have a singlet. Like I was saying, it's a pretty relaxed Christmas. Thankfully, hung out with my oldest daughter. I don't see her as often as I used to since she moved out. It was cool. Good stuff, man. Always good hanging with the kids. Yeah, my daughter moved out about a little over a year ago now, and sucks. Slept through Christmas after mistaking 500 milligram gummy for 100. Oh my. That is quite the mistake, King James. Oh, and a big takedown into the crowd here.
Control of position as they fall, but showing you a little bit of those grappling chops right off the top.
This guy's got to be careful here. Joe Pyfer showing he can grapple too, picking up Willey and slamming him out of the ring. Oh, and PBR Street Gang with the top contender and a donation. He donated to him through Zelle. A $2 donation. Thank you. If you're curious about what Zelle is, somebody turned me on to this here recently. It's always how PBR donates. It goes straight. You donate like straight from bank to bank. So it's about as secure as you can possibly get. So basically, PBR Street Gang just wrote me out a digital check. I guess that's maybe the best way to describe that. So thank you, PBR Street Gang and Phil D. Roll. Phil D. Roll, also a member for 38 consecutive months. And PBR, 49 months. You guys are freaking awesome. And Joe Pyfer in full mount here, man. You can tell he's wanting to lay the strikes down, and you see he keeps punching up his fist. They keep on letting the UFC fighters in these grappling only matches. Somebody's gonna make a mistake. Somebody's gonna get a takedown and go on instinct and just start dropping elbows. I'm sure it helps a lot, though, that these guys train everything. Like, they train, they train jiu-jitsu only. They train striking only. So it's not completely foreign to them, to be in a fight, per se, and not be able to punch and elbow your opponent. 38 months. Yeah, that's a long-ass time. Sure doesn't feel like 49 months. Damn, long time. I had to call the bathroom because my legs are rubber over 20 hours. Yeah, that's intense. 500's intense, man. That's so much. And it looks like we're out of bounds there for a minute. Oh, so they're going to continue the position here with Pyfer in side control. And there we go. That worked out good. My clock was about 5 seconds ahead. Now it's behind. Now it's about 5 seconds ahead. I told you my wife dosed me in Disneyland, right? King James. I mean, not really dosing, but she takes this Rick Simpson oil. I know Arcade Chaos knows Rick Simpson oil, and she makes her own capsules. And she tells me, she says, well, you can take one of my capsules, but his capsules they're 30 milligrams. I was like, okay, that's a bit heavy for me, but because I'm such a lightweight, just whatever reason, my body just, it doesn't take much of anything at all to get me inebriated. Maybe I'm half retarded, but so she gives it to me, and I'm high as balls. I wake up, I'm throwing up. I'm like, man, I've never thrown up from edibles. Never thrown up from edibles. And my buddy calls me, and we're trying to meet down at the bus. Like, it's like 6:30. This guy likes to go hard. Like, he's intense about Disney World, even though he's a 45-year-old man, 44-year-old man. Dude is intense from the time you get up till late at night in Disney World, getting as much stuff done as possible. Oh, Pyfer with another takedown, almost off the mat again here. But looking for a head and arm choke here, maybe. But anyways, yeah, I had to call him, and I was like, dude, I am not going to be able to make it right away. I'll catch up with you guys at like noon or 1, but I'm struggling. I'm throwing up. I'm not having a good time, you know. So, okay, flips me shit or whatever, you know. And it's not till we get, oh, Pyfer pushing Willey out of bounds. That's not good. Dan Mergliotta just told him, don't do that, man. But then it's not till we get home that she tells me, she's like, oh, I guess those are 300 milligrams. I'm like, yeah, honey, there's a lot of difference between 30 and 300. Oh, Joe Pyfer on top with a mounted guillotine here. Well, he lost the guillotine. He's got full mount. He's got about 45 seconds left to make something happen here. Thought there were 100. Took 2 of them. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that is rough, man. So you took 1,000? Wow. Yeah, that's no wonder you weren't able to stand for 20 days. Oh, and Pyfer just going for a straight armbar. He knows he's running out of time here. No hooks or anything. Oh, and look at the excruciating exclamation from Willey. Did Willey tap? No, Willey didn't tap. Pyfer just about got him with a straight armbar, hands only. I mean, there was no legs. He was on the wrong side to even get his legs in there. 0 hooks. So, but he doesn't get the finish. This one technically will go to a draw, but I think this is big for Joe Pyfer. I mean, not only did he dominate the match, it's great experience for his MMA career. Of course, he's basically known as a knockout artist, and he starts adding these layers to his game. It's just going to pay dividends for him. Oh, no, we'll have a 2-minute overtime. I keep forgetting. 2-minute overtime coming up. So, yeah, I think Pyfer's going to be a lot faster to try to get this down to the ground in overtime. And Willey trying to get double underhooks there, did for a minute, but Pyfer gets the belly to back and slams Willey.
Joe Pyfer able to get behind him, elevate that return, get his 2 points. Beautiful work there, and as you said, wasted no time, just went right at it.
Oh, it's the 2 points for the takedown. So it's not submission only, I guess, in some of these. He won by the takedown. What a slam here for Joe Pyfer, too. Nick Willey was on the inside with double underhooks. He transitions so fast. And, I mean, I think he was like, I don't want to just get like a normal takedown, you know, a little single or double leg. He's like, let's put a little bit of pizzazz on this takedown. Let's make it, put a little bit of violence on it. And he did, trying to entertain the crowd here. Matter what, look, and let's look at this again. The belly to back, just boom. Beautiful slam there from Joe Pyfer. And Dean Thomas will interview Pyfer here. 185's up next. Andrew Kochel versus Jack Reynolds. Still ain't lost? What do you mean? He lost in the UFC. He lost to, oh God, who's that he lost to? Trivia question here. Who did Joe Pyfer lose to?
What I want to know is, where did you find these little kids to scream out body bags?
I honestly don't know where he
Wow, these are some damn excited kids.
You know, build back a relationship with at least some of my family. And, yeah, seriously, thank you guys. These are
Excited ass kids.
fighters, especially somebody like me. So,
Yeah, and talking about building that relationship back. Remember Joe Pyfer, he was homeless before he got into the UFC and really worked hard to get his life back on track. Great story. Surprised you didn't get sick. I made a mistake and took too many of a gummy and I threw it up. Yeah, it's like I said, it's the only time I ever threw up from the green. They call it green poisoning. At least I've heard that. And yeah, that was the only time is when I took way more than I thought I was taking. Gotta be careful with the edibles. But that being said, I got some edibles here I'm going to take if we get 3 more donations. Yeah, it looks like YouTube's not going to let me add the ones that were from like Cash App and stuff, but we know what they are. Yes, sir, King James. You are correct. It was Jack Hermanson. I thought of it right before I said let's make it a trivia question. So yes, good knowledge, sir. Frankie Terizo, what's up, my man? How was your Christmas?
Aljamain. I mean, it just goes on and on. Renato Moicano, Kevin Holland. I mean, we were talking about this earlier.
We're gonna head over to my daughter's house in Spokane actually for the rest of our Christmas. Tomorrow morning, we're going to head over there. So we got a pack today and a little bit of a rough day today. I had bought a new washer and dryer. My dryer went out. And the washer, they were both super old. And they were not new when we got them. These ones we got are not new either, but they were from, say, a rich benefactor. No, we have a lot of like super rich neighborhoods around here with people with more money than they know what to do with. So I think we paid $750 for a washer and dryer, but it's like a $5,000 washer and dryer, and it was like brand new because apparently they just bought this house in this ritzy neighborhood, and it had a washer and dryer in it, and then they had just bought a new washer and dryer. So they're like, well, we don't need 2 sets. So yeah, it came with a nice pedestal and everything. The front loading, really, really nice. What my wife had wanted, and I was happy I didn't have to, spend thousands of dollars on it. To me, $750 is a lot for a washer and dryer, but I'm a cheap ass, I guess. Had a good Christmas, and I was able to get everyone good presents. I'm kidless, by the way. You didn't need to say that after you said you were able to get everybody good presents. We knew. People would get new appliances just to change colors. Yep. Oh, yeah, James. And I would have just went on OfferUp. It's not, Craigslist doesn't really have stuff anymore, but like Facebook Marketplace or one of these, and pick up like, some of these old washer and dryers that are still around from like the freaking 70s. You can pick them up for under $100, and the things that were run for 50 years, some will probably run for another 50 years. We're pretty damn hard on our washer and dryers. We put a lot. We put a lot of clothes through them for the family, but. You just change your clothes, and those damn German Shepherds come in, and they jump up. They're so happy to see you. They jump up on you and cover you in mud. And then you got another set coming. Oh, it's Petroski and Downey next? Oh, wow, we are way out of order. Oh, so apparently this is the co-main event.
Introducing first out of the green corner, weighing in at 211 pounds. Representing Monroe Hall, BJJ,
I did not understand that name. Patrick Downey. Andre Petroski. How hard is that, guys? Maybe I'm just deaf. Pat Downey. I wonder what the weight class limit is on this one, because Pat Downey coming in 211. So I wonder if they're fighting at a catch weight here, or it's a 215, 210, or 215 limit. It's going to have kids, a trans man, but it turned out to be just a man. Oh, Jesus, Frankie. Yeah, these don't even have much color on. They're like that industrial gray, James, but I don't care. That's not the most important thing. All right, Andre Petroski making his way out here. A staple in the UFC, of course. We'll see if he can pick up a win on the grappling circuit tonight. This is the 12th installment of this Fury Pro Grappling. It's the biggest event they've had. I guess it was 20 matches. Not all of them televised, I'm assuming, because UFC didn't start televising this until an hour before I started streaming. So, but some of these matches went pretty quickly. We should be on live time now. All right, both guys jockeying for takedowns. Some big dudes. And Petroski going down for the double leg. Gets caught in a ghillie here. Patrick Downey's got a great guillotine. That's a big challenge for Petroski. Look at how easily Downey's throwing him around. He's just playing with him right now.
Having some fun out there. He's a showman. He's exciting, and you know he does envision a future return to mixed martial arts at some point. But as you said, really focused.
Of course, main event coming up. What a challenge for Sean Brady. He's facing the boogeyman, Richie Martinez. I like Sean Brady. I don't like his odds in that match though. Oh, this was a longer match. Apparently 8 minutes. So, we'll add a few minutes to this. Six and a half left, and Petroski getting a pretty good takedown here, and great management of his body weight here. Downey is not an easy guy to control like that. So props to Petroski there. 6:05, 04, 3, 2. All right, now we're synced. I said I didn't realize it was an 8-minute match until later. Martinez took Gordon out about a month ago. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize anybody had taken Gordon out in a very long time. Oh, and there's a good takedown from Downey, though. Downey going with the forearm choke here from the top.
Seen plenty of times here in Fury professional grappling, in addition to his UFC career. Talented to say the least. So we're some notables, and look at this. Swung that leg away from the guard here.
Petroski swinging up the rubber guard, looking for the arm bar. Nothing going, but I mean that was a good attempt. He's going to try to create some space here to get that guard up higher again. You can tell even Downey wants to strike right now. See, this should be jiu-jitsu combat rules, so they can at least slap. I like combat jiu-jitsu. All right, 12 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. Hoping to grow much bigger in 2025. Got to get our new equipment in here. And Downey turn into north-south dominant. We seen a north-south choke earlier. It was an inverted north-south choke, actually. .340 left in this one. Let's see who gets the next takedown. Downey on the back of Petroski's neck. See, that's Greco-Roman influence right there, big time. I mean, what a lot of these no-gi jiu-jitsu matches are starting to become is it's almost like a Greco-Roman wrestling match, standing, or at least freestyle wrestling, until you get to the ground. And let's be honest, what are we getting to here? We went from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with the gi, we went to MMA, but, you know, this is basically catch wrestling now. This is basically, yeah, because catch wrestling has submissions, right? I think this is exactly what it's becoming. Oh, Downey had a great position there, and they roll out of bounds. We'll see, we'll see if Mergliata puts him back in the same position. Yeah, he will. I still don't feel like a guy loses a position. I don't like when you're able to get out of there, off of the mats or like out of a ring like that. Because I don't feel like you ever quite get that position back. But Downey's got a great position here. I mean, he was quick. He's got the back of Petroski. He doesn't have hooks in. He doesn't necessarily need them. He's got a lot of time to work here. Add 20 seconds onto my clock for the out of bounds. They stopped the clock when they went out of bounds. Oh, what a reversal there from Petroski. See, even if he doesn't win this match against Patrick Downey, if he doesn't, these guys that don't win the jiu-jitsu matches, at least they learn, and it's pretty unlikely that they're going to get injured for their MMA career. I mean, I'm sure, knock on wood, I'm sure it happens, and I'm sure it will happen again, but I know it did happen. Somebody got a torn knee ligament. I can't remember who it was, and that's why the UFC fight. Oh, wow, what a move here by Downey, and they end up on the edge of the mat again. So Mergliata going to have to reset him with Downey on top. Let's see, Downey here basically, oh yeah, moves right to side control here. Petroski pulling guard, high rubber guard here, working on the left side of Downey. Working on that arm. Yeah, see, that's exactly what he needs to do. So he's taking his right foot. He's pushing it down to the rib cage of Downey. As far as submissions are concerned, this is the dominant position for Petroski. In MMA, this is definitely not the position you want to be in. Oh, and Downey sits down. Look at that. Moves straight to side control. Look at that transition. That was beautiful. And still 30 seconds on the clock. Of course, that's extra time because of when they went out of bounds. Oh, Downey going for a head and arm. He may get this. 22 seconds left. This is a great position. Petroski does have that left arm in there, though. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and he's out. See, Downey was trying to work around that arm to get a little more pressure, and Petroski was able to just kind of pop that shoulder out of there and escape the position. Downey's just going to stand up before the time runs out, and we're going to see overtime. I'm not sure how long the overtime is here on this co-main event. I'm sure they'll let us know here in a minute. Yeah, Petroski's wrestling's been fucking incredible. Okay, so yes, two minute overtime, just like the other matches in this. I wasn't sure. So golden score is eligible, which just means a takedown. A legit takedown and 2 points, and there it is. Downey gets the point almost out of bounds. Petroski frustrated, but man, Petroski's got nothing to be embarrassed about here. He should be nothing but proud of that performance. I mean, he faced a tough jiu-jitsu practitioner, and he really held his own up until the last moment. Did not get submitted. All right, guys, it is the main event. Sean Brady, UFC submission specialist, taking on a real submission specialist, a real pro of the game. The man they call the Boogeyman, Richie Martinez. Is the Boogeyman going to latch one more on tonight, or will we see an upset?
You bring a lot of excitement to the game. Talk to me about that. The level of energy you bring to the fans. Hey, man. If y'all like it, I love it. So, grappling, y'all been nothing but great to me since wrestling canceled me, and I feel like I found my new home. We are glad to have you here at Fury Grappling.
UFC will be back January 11th for those waiting, holding your breath. We got 2 more weeks. But hey, we've had things to do every week. We had that great Fury Usyk match last Saturday. Of course, Pro Fury Grappling this Saturday. Let's see what we got for next Saturday. See, this is what I'm talking about with like PFL. It's like it's almost like they sabotage themselves. Because UFC is off for 3 weeks and they have 0 events. 0. If you were trying to run a legitimate business and your competitor was going to be closed for 3 weeks, you were perfectly able of being open with customers waiting. Why would you not be open? It's just one of those, it's a fucking mystery to me. Need to get Scooby and Shaggy on this or something. Oh, there's really not a lot going on next week. Oh, Lord, there's nothing. Oh no, Bellator Championships. Oh, Bellator Championship Series. Oh. But that's New Year's Eve. Oh, it looks like it's canceled. Oh, it's going to be the replay of Rise in New Year's. For those that want to watch Rise in New Year's, it's 20 bouts this year. 20 freaking MMA bouts, 20 old school Pride rules. Not only do they have the knees to a downed opponent, knees and kicks, like one, the 12-6 elbows, which of course we just got back. They got the old school soccer kicks. Even ONE FC took those out. Ryzen's like, we don't give fuck, Jack. You can kick people in the head on the ground all you want. And they're like, yes, we will. So if you're not able to find Ryzen somewhere and you got HBO Max, you've got some good luck. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. They're calling it Bellator Championship Series, but I believe it's just going to be that Ryzen 49 Decades card. Man, there's got to be some boxing or something on next week. What in the world? How can you have a week without fights? Oh, there's so many bowl games and different things going on, though. Like I said, well, we always figure out something to watch. All right, main event coming up next. UFC veteran Sean Brady versus one of the baddest jiu-jitsu players on the planet. Brady coming in at 195 out of Marquez MMA. Also a Philly boy. We seen Joe Pyfer from Philly earlier with a dominant win. Okay, I'm sure they're going to have more things on here by next Saturday. For some reason, not everything's up on Technology, but I have a hard time believing there's no MMA televised next week. Like, come on. Are you serious right now? All right, Brady in the orange top. The boogeyman, Martinez in the black and white. 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, what? And, trying to pull Brady to the ground here, and he does. He gets him in guard here. Not exactly a guard pull. It was actually a wrist pull. But it gets to the same place. Oh, man, look at this. The boogeyman he's just standing up on his hands like he's walking from the guard. That's crazy. Now he's butt scooting. He doesn't want to get up. He wants to pull Brady down here with him. Brady trying to figure out a safe entrance here. Dude, let me tell you, there is no safe entrance with Richie Martinez. Not at your level of grappling. Oh, and Richie grabs that wrist. He's so good at grabbing that wrist. But look at this, Brady. On top, side control, looking in the head arm position. I mean, I don't think Richie Martinez is real concerned here. Brady looking for the forearm choke from the top here. Richie Martinez with the wrist control. Looking to pull that left arm of Sean Brady in. Martinez took Gordon out about a month ago. Yeah, that's crazy. Nice. And Martinez just doing the butt scooting boogie here. Waiting for Brady to try to jump in the crocodile's mouth, and he does. No, he doesn't commit to it, though. Now Martinez bringing Brady's head down here. I'm a little surprised that Martinez has stayed on the ground here so long with Brady standing up over him. Maybe he's trying to prove a point here. Because he's certainly got good enough takedowns to take Brady down and get in a dominant position. Now, just look at the different kinds of grips that Martinez uses here. You don't see a lot of guys gripping like this, like gripping with one arm above the elbow, or actually gripping the elbow like this. It's just a different style. You can tell he's grabbing muscles. He just grabbed that muscle like that tricep there of Brady. He's grabbing that left tricep to try to bring that in. Usually you see guys work more with the, with the big, like the whole arm or the shoulder or something. He's manipulating smaller parts, smaller muscles here. And he's got 2-on-1 on Brady's left wrist, and Brady escapes. And Brady's a strong dude. He's a very big 85er, and he doesn't look to have any fat on him here at 95. Very little. Come on, Brady. Just go Umanari roll. Right on top of him. Probably risk accidentally kneeing him or heeling him, hitting him with a heel in the face. And Brady moves straight into half guard here. And that's the thing. Martinez, he's so different in the way that he does things. Is part of the issue is like guys don't know when they're in trouble. Because they don't know that it's a position they're not supposed to be in. And look at this. He had Brady's arm basically in guard. Like he had the guard. He's like, oh, okay, I don't mind. Your guard's fine. No, I'm not using that for your guard. I'm wrapping the whole thing around your fucking arm. And Brady was lucky to escape here. Let's see the replay in the top left-hand corner here. Oh, no, that replay was Brady's head and arm choke attempt, I guess. Brady and Mount with the head and arm. Did he just get it? Are you kidding me? Sean Brady upsets the boogeyman Richie Martinez at Pro Fury Grappling Force. Guys, I am astonished. I am astonished by this victory. Like, if you're just MMA guys, wow. Like, you don't know what a legend Richie Martinez is. For Sean Brady to take that guy out. Wow. Wow. That is another level. I didn't even start calling it because I'm like, oh, this is not, nothing's going to come of this. Wow. As they're starting to get more money in jiu-jitsu, Sean Brady might jump ship from MMA and go straight BJJ full time. He just put his name on the map as one of the top jiu-jitsu players in the universe. unbelievable.
Let's see if he even, he does end up connecting.
And look at this. He cinches. He's grabbing onto his own shirt to keep the grip.
Spectacular work, as you said, was setting the trap on one side, turned it back the other way.
Totally legal.
Secured the position, locked up the pressure. Fantastic.
And you see how he's pushing on Martinez's right elbow too, with the other hand to make sure that Martinez couldn't get his hand back around. This is unfreaking believable.
My first question is to Richie Martinez. What was it like coming here to Philly to compete against someone like Sean Brady? Because Philly's a tough crowd. They will boo you if you don't come correct. So what was it? So what was it like coming out to Philly?
Man, my first time here, and I love it here, man. You know, sometimes I love being the heel. I'm a big pro wrestling fan, and it's like, if I'm gonna have to be the heel, I'll be the heel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that.
But tonight belonged to Sean Brady.
Wow. No, Brady was elite jiu-jitsu practitioner. I mean, I'd heard he was pretty elite. I didn't think.
But at jiu-jitsu, people think he just plays a certain kind of game, but he's tricky everywhere. I took this match super serious, even though I just got it a couple weeks ago. I was getting ready I was watching film all day with my wife.
I didn't think he was at that level.
To the left, that's what side he goes to, the left shoulder crunch, and all this good shit comes from him. Like, I gotta be going to the other side. So I took this man super serious, and yeah, jiu-jitsu's fun, but still competition. I can't thank Boogie enough for coming out, coming to Philly, taking that long trip from Cali. I'm going to go out there and train and return the favor.
He had you in a couple arm locks within those entanglements. How close was he to getting those?
They were tight, but luckily at Fury we're allowed to slam, so I think it worked in my favor for sure.
So Richie, everybody talks about how strong Sean Brady is. How strong was Sean Brady?
He's strong. His pressure is insane, man. You know, as you guys saw there, like most guys that can keep off, and his pressure, his pace is amazing. You know, like unfortunately for him, it was a good thing for me about these slams.
Yeah, that is just an unbelievable upset.
Like that, but man, it was a great match. He's like I said earlier, or the other day, like he's a future world champion, and I'm just lucky enough to be sharing the match with him, at this time, you know. So I'm excited to see what he does in the future. Like I said, he's gonna be a future world champion, and
super humble guy too.
I respect the guy a lot, and excited to see what he does next.
There were no leg locks, well actually twisting leg locks allowed in this match. Did that have any effect on your performance?
Not at all. I like choking people. I like strangling people, so there was no.
So, I mean, Richie Martinez, he is 40 years old.
Choke him out or arm lock him. That was my mission, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get that. But you know, it put up.
But he still seems to be at the top of his game.
And Sean, another victory for you. But everybody wants to see you back inside the octagon. When are we looking at the timeline for that?
I'm having a baby in about 7
This is a guy with 69 submission wins at high level, Richie Martinez. He's at 15 Japanese neckties.
So hopefully the UFC can make that happen, but we'll see.
Will you guys put on
15 Japanese neckties.
and all of us at Fight Pass? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your competitors, Richie Martinez and Sean Brady.
Last time he had a loss before this was to Gary Tonin, in 2014. Gary Tonin, of course,
Match, you see why Sean Brady is so highly touted, and you see why Richie Martinez is so
super legit.
well liked. I mean, just two fantastic ambassadors of the sport, and that was a great match.
Yeah, it really was, and that clash of styles really showed.
Oh, no, excuse me. He did lose to Craig Jones in quintet for Craig Jones, of course, another absolute elite grappler.
And able to get himself to a finish.
Spectacular work there. You take a look at.
I think I want to see Sean Brady and Craig Jones now, James. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, no, I didn't see it coming either. And like I said, I knew Sean Brady was one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in MMA. But that's a totally different thing. I think you might be mixing some people up, though. I'm looking on his record. I don't see a win over Gordon Ryan recently for Richie Martinez. Here we go. Okay. These are also, they were all out of order, and I just put them in order on this site here. No, it looks like Nonso Adebi was his last victory. He's not. I don't think he's not the right weight for Gordon. Gordon's a heavyweight. Unless they did some kind of like charity exhibition or something. I knew Brady was an elite wrestler. Didn't know he was elite jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I knew he was elite. I knew he did some of these competitions. He's 3-0 now in Cage Fury Fighting Championships. This was a little different than what Richie Martinez is used to. A lot of these jiu-jitsu competitions, they don't have slams, which Sean Brady was able. Richie Martinez was going for an armbar. I'm not going to say that Brady was about out of it, because I think he might have gotten out anyways. But in a regular jiu-jitsu tournament, he couldn't just picked him up and slammed him like that. A lot of many ways. Pro Fury FC, that is allowed, and he took full advantage of that. Also, Richie Martinez not able to use the leg locks and knee bars tonight. None of the matches that UFC fighters are in grappling matches are allowed arm bars, leg bars or knee bars. So here's a schedule for 2025 for the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. Some grappling coming up. March, June, July, September, October, December. That's 6 matches. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few more added to that. Martinez beat Gordon a couple of years ago, but I didn't watch it until a month ago. Martinez broke Gordon's foot. Oh, damn. That's wild. Yeah, I knew he's a beast, man. Dude, just an absolute freaking beast. A few of you guys in here, though, and I have not looked at the full updated UFC schedule for next year. I don't think so. I'm imagining some things have been added since then. So I'm going to bring that up right now. Including UFC 311 on January 18th, which should be spectacular. All right, 2 weeks from today, unfortunately another Apex card, but it's a good card. We got Mackenzie Dern, Amanda Hebus 2. I don't remember who won the first one. Do you guys? I didn't realize this was a rematch. I watched so many fights, I think I've forgotten more fights than most people have ever even heard of. Preston Parson. This guy always pushes the pressure. Against Andreas Gustafsson in a welterweight match. What else we got here? Magomed Gatsiasulov back in action against Bruno Lopez. Thiago Moses, Trey Ogden. Should be a respectable scrap. Ihor Topuria comes back against Marco Tullio. Panahilo Soriano versus Euros Medic. When I seen this one announced, I thought, man, this is a really good fight. Just look for it. Don't know what event it was. Somebody on YouTube reposted it 3-4 weeks ago. I'll have to look into it, James, because I haven't seen that match. So yeah, main card pretty fire here though. Like I said, Punahele Soriano versus Euros Medic. Santiago Ponzinibbio against Carlston Harris at welterweight. That's always a tough one. Christian Rodriguez against Austin Bashi. Cesar Almeida coming back. I love watching this guy fight. Taking on Abdul Razak Al-Hazan. Chris Curtis, friend of the show, former PFL guy. We followed this guy for a long time before he even ended up in the UFC. Now he's one of the top middleweights. It's going to be interesting to see how he recovers after that shoulder injury, though. Seems like he's come back a bit early, too. Maybe it's been longer than I thought it was. He's taking on Roman Kopylov at middleweight. And then the main event, of course, Amanda Hebus taking on Mackenzie Dern. Women's strawweight bout. Let's check out UFC 311. I was saying this one, I think this card's full now. Only 3 weeks out. Rinya Nakamura from Japan. This guy making a lot of noise on the road to the UFC championship over there in the East. Taking on Muin Gafarov. Nakarama should win that one pretty easily. Grant Dawson, always fun to watch, taking on Diego Ferreira. Zachary Reese, Cedricus Dumas. Halton Almeida. Wow, how is this so far down on the prelims? Halton Almeida and Sergey Spivak. That should be a hell of a bout. Like, these are... How is Almeida only ranked 6? I guess he lost that fight to Curtis Blades, but man, this guy's just unbelievable. Peyton Talbot. This guy is my dark horse of the new guys coming out. His first year in the UFC, Peyton Talbot. I'm telling you, I know he's in the strongest division out there. I think this guy's a future champion if he can avert injury, knock on wood. He's a big favorite against Raoni Barcelos, minus 1,100. Johnny Walker, please don't get knocked out again, dude. Taking on Bogdan Guskov of Uzbekistan. Odds pretty close to even. I'm not touching that bet with a 10-foot pole, though. Kevin Holland. Look at this one. Look at this one. What a fun fight. Rainier de Ritter just had his UFC debut. Former ONE FC. Two-weight division champion. He was the light heavyweight and heavyweight champion over there for a couple minutes. Taking on Kevin Holland. What a matchup. This one, how is this not the co-main event, though? I'm so excited about this. This is probably the fight I am most excited about that has been announced this year. Yuri Prohaska, Jamal Hill. Are you fucking kidding me? Number 2, number 3, absolute warriors. Can't wait. Benil Dariush, Hanada Makano. That's a fun one. Don't count Dariush out there. And then Merab Vishavili defending his bantamweight championship in the co-main event. And look at how big an underdog the champion he is to Umar Nurmagomedov. Minus 270. I don't know what to think about that one either. I really don't want to jump on a bet on that one. But, man, it's hard to see Merab Vishavili a plus 220 underdog against anybody and not think about taking it. I'm going to keep my odds on those odds. My eyes on those odds. And then Armin Saryukin. See, this is the challengers. He's supposed to be the underdog. Plus 285. Makachev minus 360. Champion to go on. I say combo the champions. What do we get there? Plus 220 with a minus 360. I want to see what odds we get. I mean, how many chances do you get to parlay the champions and get great plus money? I'm not always the biggest fan of parlays. Oh, and here on DraftKings, Yuri Prohaska, Jamal Hill, even odds, minus 110 apiece. Merab plus 240 on DraftKings. Let's throw... Honestly, I want to throw Yuri in there, but let's throw Islam. So take Islam and Vishavili. You end up at a plus 326. Let's take Islam off of that. Let's take Yuri. Like Merab and Yuri, you're going to get plus 549. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the biggest parlay guy. But Merab being that big of an underdog, I think Yuri should be a much bigger favorite as well. I know Wyatt disagrees with me. We talked about this some, but I don't think Jamal Hill's ever recovered from that bad LCL injury. That first Islam Arman fight was razor close. Yes, sir. That's why I think I'm gonna stay away from that fight. Betting wise. Can't wait to watch it though. What else we got? Where's this at? Okay, so we're announced all the way up to, well, February 15th, but of course February 22nd, Seattle, Washington here. Oh, and they got some, okay, we'll come back to this. I just seen somebody. I didn't know it was on that card, though. I'm excited. I'm very excited. UFC Fight Night. Are you kidding me? Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Did you guys see this? Izzy's fighting on a fight night. And what time in the freaking morning was that? 9 a.m. Pacific. So you know the prelims are going to start at freaking 6 or earlier. Maybe they don't have all the fights announced yet. Now looks like they got a good percentage of them, but not everything. Ikram Aliskerov versus Andre Muniz. Man, that's a firefight at middleweight right there. Sergey Pavlovich, Georgino Rosenstruck. Man, don't count Rosenstruck out against anybody. And Pavlovich, he had a couple bumps in the road. I think that could be a really good match. Jordan Levitt, Abdul Sawadi. I'm going to jump over a few of these because it's just kind of Oh, why is Terrence McKinney on this card? Terrence McKinney versus Dymere Hadzovic. I was hoping he was on the Seattle show 2 weeks after that because he's a Washington native. He's from right here in Spokane, Washington. He's taking on Dymere Hadzovic of Denmark. Syed Nurmagomedov taking on Vinicius Oliveira. He's probably close to a title shot too. Shera Magomedov against MVP Michael Page. That's your co-main event. What a fight night, huh? What a freaking fight night. You got a co-main event. Michael Venom Page and Shera Magomedov. You got Syed Nurmagomedov and Vinicius Oliveira in the 3 spot. And then Nasruddin Imavov taking on Israel Adesanya in the main event. That's a cool freaking card. Then you're going to jump right into UFC 312. What is that? Izzy fights Strickland Duplessis fighting the next freaking week. And are we taking any weeks off in here? Oh, it looks like we are. Look at this. UFC takes 3 weeks off, comes back with 2 cards, and then, oh no, that's just because January 25th. Yeah, they do take a week off because there should be a card on the 25th of January. So that's another off week in January. Adesanya versus Imavov. A week after that, though, we got Duplessis Strickland 2. First Islam Arman match was the most action you will ever see on the ground. Entire fight was a scramble without any pray. Yeah, I love ground matches, and that's what people don't get, like complaining, because they're laying and praying on the ground. It's like, because no, that's not what they're supposed to be doing. Jimmy Crute and Marcin Prachnio. It's an interesting fight. I'll take Marcin in that one, but here's another one of these Japan guys coming out of that road to the UFC in Asia. Ray Ruya. This guy's got super fast hands. A really fun guy to watch, taking on Stuart Nickel of Australia. Justin Toffa at heavyweight. Seems like they just throw him on there. It's like, on a lot of these cards. So let's see if he gets a knockout. Taking on Taliesin Teixeira. Wonder if that's in relation to Glover. I want to say it might be. He might have just came off a Dana White Contender Series. Where's Robert when you need him? Tom Nolan taking on Slaviklaus. Vyacheslava Borshev. Zhang Wei Li, the champion, women's strawweight champion, in the co-main event, defending against Tatiana Suarez. And look at this, we're getting more of those 2 title pay-per-views. Remember, they were having a hard time scrapping up one title fight towards the end of the year. First 2 pay-per-views of 2024, double title fights. Of course, the rematch in the main event, Dricus du Plessis, Sean Strickland. First one was razor close. I thought it should have went... Excuse me. I thought it should have went Sean's way. I don't think it was a robbery or anything, though. Great fight. I hope it's a great fight again. A week after that, Jared Cannonier. I thought this dude was going to retire. All right, who's on this one? Walter Walker. Johnny Walker's brother at heavyweight taking on Dontel Mays. Heavy hitting Dontel Mays. Rodolfo Vieira coming back at middleweight taking on Jacob Malkoon. I feel like these guys have fought before, but maybe not. Jared Gordon taking on Cal Fernandez. Speaking of Jared Gordon, it makes me think of the guy that everybody knows he beat, Paddy Pimblett. Paddy, of course, got the decision. And rumor is now Paddy Pimblett's fighting Michael Chandler. Am I the only one that thinks that's not an incredible mismatch? That Michael Chandler should just eat Paddy for lunch? Then Jared Cannonier. This seems like a big step down in competition for him. I know it's a fight night, but it's a main event taking on Gregory Rodriguez. If Jared doesn't win that fight, he'll never be in title contention again. He may not be anyways, but man, talk about a must-win fight. Phil says, yeah, I heard that. All right, February 22nd, we talked about this one, Seattle. Tickets go on sale, I believe it's January 13th, Climate Pledge Arena. Right in my backyard here. Everything not announced yet. There's what, 3, 4, 5, 6? So just about half the bouts announced so far. 7 bouts announced. I think Chandler smashes the fook out of Paddy. I agree. I'd like to see Chandler give Paddy his first UFC loss. Oh, dude, he's going to pound him into mincemeat. Just seems like an incredible mismatch to me. Ian Kutalaba at light heavyweight, always fun to watch, taking on kind of unknown Ibo Aslan from Turkey. Is this guy fought in the UFC? I didn't remember him fighting in the UFC, but apparently he has. He's had 2 fights. He's 2-0 in the UFC. Either it was a prelim I didn't watch or I forgot about him. Modestus Bukauskas versus Rafael Sequeira. Adam Fugit. It's Islam Dulatov. Not the strongest card coming to Seattle, at least in the prelims, but it heats up here. Edson Barbosa and Steve Garcia. That's a firefight, and actually one of my favorite heavyweights of all time. Please don't strike, sir. Please don't strike with this guy. Come together. Come with a smart game plan. We need you to win in Seattle. Curtis Razor Blades taking on Rizvan Kuniev of Russia. Main event, Caitlin Vieira, Macy Kaosin. Well, no, it's not any main event, right? Looking at this, I'm thinking these are the only 2 fights that I would guarantee are on the main card. Vieira and Kaosin might be. Everything else looks like prelim to me. But I've talked to this guy quite a bit. I'm going to see if I can get Curtis Blades on the show here soon, since he's coming to fight in Seattle. He's told me in the past he was down for coming on the show, so I need to reach back out to him again. You ever see Matt Hughes anymore, James? It'd be fun to finally get that conversation with him too. I haven't done a lot of interviews in a while. It's honestly not my favorite thing. It's fun talking. It's fun like afterwards. I need to do more of them, but I'll be honest, I get a lot of anxiety before the interviews. Less so if I'm prepared more. But, you know, so sometimes I get pretty nervous with these guys. Like, I got really nervous with Art Davey. That was one of my earlier interviews. I thought I did a great job. I thought I did a pretty good job, at least, with Mark Schultz. But I had quite a bit of criticism for that recently on that video. Quite a few people messaging me saying I ruined the interview. I don't think I ruined the interview, but definitely some things to look at to improve. 10 up in the chat. Let's see. Anybody want to call in? Anybody want to call in? Wish everybody a Merry Christmas, or tell us about, what fights do you want to see in 2025? What are your dream matches? Let's call in. Call in. Quick call in. 425-791-8730. Call in. You can say a Merry Christmas or whatever. But what I want to hear is, what is your dream match? One fight that you want to see happen that has not been announced for 2025. What's up, Guaminator, Brian R?
What's up, Ninja?
Hey, what?
Now.
What one fight you want to see happen in 2025 that's not been announced?
Nagano knocking the shit out of John's bitch ass, snitch ass, fucking snorting cocaine ass, John Bones. I want to see Nagano just knock his block off the head like he did to Alexandr Overeem.
Oh, dude, that's a hard one to beat.
That's what he would do. If Jones ever had the balls to get in the ring with Nagano, his block's coming off. And he's been ducking him.
Oh, yeah. I hope they can make that match. You see that Saudi Prince said he's going to pay. He said he'll pay whatever it takes to get that match together.
Done. But Jones is ducking. He's like ducking.
Oh, yeah.
He's just fucking, he's acting tough. And you see what he said when he was face to face with him? He said, "You don't want to fight me."
Yeah.
No, you don't. And Nagano said, "I want all the smoke. Give it to me." But Bones is running. He's fucking went right after that, and what's his name walked away. He tucked his tail, and he got far away from him as he could, because he don't want him to creep up on him and tap on his shoulder from behind and just go whack. Right here, right now.
Oh, yeah. To think Ngannou's scared of anybody is just silly.
Yeah, and he knocked out motherfucking Tyson Fury, but he got his ass whooped by Anthony Joshua.
Knocked him down. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'll have to talk about that a little more, but...
he got his clock clean.
There's a lot of controversial stuff that happened up to that match.
Nobody cleaned his clock like that in the whole MMA community, because boxers are just trained to throw KOs, and that's what Anthony Joshua did. And Anthony Joshua's a really good boxer, but he was really good and he's powerful, but his boxing skills aren't as sharp as they need to be, because look, what's his name that just beat Tyson Fury for the unified title? What's his name?
Alexandr Usyk.
Usyk. Yeah. He outboxed both of them. Hey, he could box both of them at the same time, and he could still win.
Oh, yeah, that was a great match, man.
He's got good footwork, and he knows how to read when his opponent's going to throw and get ready for it, or get either. This is the easiest way to kill a punch. To step closer than the power range, because you need that extension. You need it to be at the end. And if he steps in closer, that kills the power, and it's just like a push.
Oh yeah.
The end of the punch has to have full range, or else there will be no power. Zip on it. Just period.
Oh, Joshua's definitely got power. Yeah. Hey, thanks for calling in, brother. Appreciate it. Have a happy New Year.
Happy holidays to you guys, and have a good New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
All right.
Brian R., everyone. I'm out too. Have a great one. All right. We'll see you, Phil. King James, PBR, Street Gang. Nkuta looked flat against Joshua. So yeah, Nkuta talked about that recently. He talked about like maybe he was drugged or there's all kinds of things. Nkuta claims they made him come in 8 hours early and kept him in tiny dressing room until walked to ring. There are people that substantiate that story too. There's some strange things. When you go overseas, there's some strange things that happen on this place. Yo, PBR Street Gang, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? I thought you'd be talking to Guaminator for a little bit, so I went ahead and signed off. My back is killing me, and I took a pretty hefty pain pill earlier and kind of out of it a little bit.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, we'll just keep it positive for now. But I just wanted to say thank you for all the content that you've put out in 2024. I was trying to, your question to us was, what fight are you looking forward to most in 2025? But in my mind, I was trying to think back of what was the best fight that you called during 2024. There's so many good ones. But for 2025, the fight that I want to see is Jones and Aspinall.
All right. It looks like that's going to be the next fight. Dana said he was going to pay Jones the $30 million. He said he wanted $30 million. Jones said, or Dana said he was going to pay it.
Do you think Jones is past his prime?
Yeah, I think he's past his prime probably, but by how much? I mean, I think Adesanya's past his prime. You know, I think a lot of these guys are, but it's like, how much past? I mean, generally your prime is from, 25 to 32, 33. Heavyweight's a little later. I want to say John's 36.
36, right.
And, I mean, he's got a lot of miles on him early in his career, but he's also taken a lot of time off since, so.
Well, and that would work to his favor, taking the time off.
Yeah.
Whatnot. But I don't understand and again, I might sound a little out of it because I've taken a pretty strong pain pill.
No, you're good.
But,
he's 37, actually. He turned 37 last July.
37. All right.
Yeah.
I don't understand the what was going on between what was the UFC was doing with Jones having the title and Aspinall having the interim title. I was just like, that whole bit was really fucking confusing to me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the problem so much with giving Aspinall, having him fight for the interim title when Jones was out injured, but then having him defend the interim, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's
We've
what
never
I meant.
seen that
it was
before.
Just like,
yeah,
I was like, man, this is just nuts. It's just, I'm not a fan of the interim belt too much. It's either you're the champ or you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the interim belt. And I don't think Dana White is a fan of him either.
I think of it as a number one contender slot. And, I mean, I'm not a big fan of it per se, but what I will say is with the way some guys get title shots and some guys are denied and things now, it just kind of solidifies that, like, I'm next. That's how I see it. It's like,
right.
I'm next. And unless, I trip over a cable wire and tear my ACL, you're not getting out of this.
I tell you what, there are two things that I think were just complete travesties in MMA. And I'm pretty sure you know which two I'm going to say. But I think the two biggest, just wish it wouldn't have ever happened events in MMA or UFC in particular. Nick Diaz getting banned for so many years. So what was it, 3? Was it 3 years?
Well, it was supposed to be 5.
5, right.
Actually, I think he might have been suspended for 5, and then they tried to give him a lifetime ban later.
Right, and that just gutted his career. That ban I wish we would have been able to see the UFC landscape with Nick Diaz active and not being that had been banned. I really wish we would have gotten to see those years. But the second one is the one that you just said, El Kukui tripping over that cable. Those two things are just two of the biggest travesties.
I think even Khabib Nurmagomedov is very sad that fight never happened.
I think Tony in his prime, when Tony was really, I mean, at one point, what was he? He had gone on like a 12-fight win streak.
I want to say 14.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like El Kukui, when he was El Kukui.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he could have taken Khabib, but I think it would have been a hell of a fucking fight. I really do. El Kukui, when he was in his prime, before that damn trip.
Yeah. He was never the same after that. I know a lot of people talk about, he was never the same after the Justin Gaethje fight. Take no credit away from Gaethje, but he was not the same Tony when he went in there with Gaethje.
No, it was after something happened. Something happened to him.
Well, that injury. I don't think he ever recovered from that injury.
I think there was more to the injury that they weren't putting out, or there was something. I don't know, but Diaz getting banned and El Kukui's.
I hope the UFC did something for him to make that right. I don't know that they did. I have a feeling they didn't, but especially, I mean, it was their equipment and everything. I know he tripped. He was wearing sunglasses inside, whatever. But dude, you're on the job. You're the company. Dana's not the company. I'm not hating on Dana, but all these promoters, they're not the company. They're not what we pay for. We pay to see the fighters.
I'm surprised there wasn't some type of a lawsuit.
Yeah, I wonder if they gave Tony some money and maybe had to sign a non-disclosure. I don't know. Of course, I'm just complete speculation, but I'm hoping they did something for him.
Right. Me too. Because I still do. I
hope they at least gave him $1 million. Honestly, I hope they gave him at least $1 million.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go back and try to watch all of Tony's fights in chronological order. I kind of like doing that from time to time with fighters. I like watching, as far back in their career, like Fight 1, Pro Fight 1, all the way up to. Those are pretty cool. UFC does some runs like that every now and then that they'll put up on YouTube of fighters.
That might be an interesting idea. I don't run it by people if they would watch. I don't know. It might be an interesting idea for a stream to just do one fighter. Yeah,
I mean, you would have to. Well, it would get. Depending on how you if you have anything like downloaded or recorded or anything, going back and getting a fighter's entire fight library could get pricey.
Oh, I got everybody.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. I think I got everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you should. We should do that. We should pick a fighter and just watch as much of their.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like 5 fights or something. I probably won't do like 15, but.
And yeah, man, I really appreciate what you do, and look forward to an awesome 2025. And I'll talk to you later about that Seattle thing.
All right.
And wish everybody in chat, the Fights with Family Friends, hope everybody had a good Christmas and an awesome, safe, party your ass off New Year's. So I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Later.
Bye-bye.
All right. PBR Street Gang, everybody. King James, I wasn't ignoring your comment there. I was trying to wait to get to the call here. Oh, Brian says Jones is 2 years past retirement time. That's hilarious. Jones was injured shortly after Aspinall won interim, and he was already scheduled to fight Stipe. Yeah, and that's the point I always take too. And it's like, yeah, Aspinall deserved it, but what do you do with Stipe? You've promised him a title shot, which he wasn't the guy that got injured. Now, if Stipe got injured and you're waiting a year for Stipe, yeah, I would have a problem with that. I'd be like, no, you can fight Aspinall next. You know, Stipe can fight the winner, whatever. But when you have a guy that's already been scheduled to fight for the championship and you have the interim, it was just a really weird situation. One more fight to lose, and everyone can see why he runs from any fighter that's close to his level, and they'll never stop running from Ngannou. Wilt is scary Nkuta pass. Father Time will catch Bones soon, so we need to fight Aspinall before retiring. Yep, Bones and Pimpin, #1 contenders for 15 years. Oh, he's an absolute stud, yeah. And if he beats Aspinall, if he can't make the Ngannou fight, like if they can't just make that happen, which is, I mean, it seems highly unlikely that they're going to make it happen in 2 different promotions. I mean, who knows? PFL could go out of business next week, though, guys. I'm serious. I really feel like they could be gone tomorrow. And the UFC is just going to have to sign all those guys because they can't buy them. They can't buy the PFL. They cannot buy them. That's why they couldn't buy Bellator, because they lost that huge lawsuit when they had went and bought Pride and Strikeforce pretty close together, and they told them they got a North American monopoly. Okay, so why does the NFL not have a monopoly? Why does the NBA not have a monopoly? Why does Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, why are those guys not monopolies? That's a bit hard for me to understand, because there's tons of MMA organizations out there. There's minor league baseball teams. There's basketball teams out there. There was the XFL. There was the United Football League to compete with the NFL. They just weren't as good. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the resources. Same thing with Strikeforce. Strikeforce did very, very well. Of course, Pride was incredible. Ran into issues. Pride ran into issues being owned by the Yakuza and all that. Didn't sit well with advertisers. But man, like I said, if they went and bought PFL right now, there would be so many fighters waiting to slap a lawsuit on them. Unfortunately, I think they're going to have to wait. If you've just seen a little lag there for a moment, you're not imagining it. My computer was struggling to keep up there, but before we go, let's check out PFL's website, because I am just curious. I'm almost worried to go there. All right, here we go. You guys can't see it. Not yet. Okay, now you'll be able to see it. Official site of Professional Fighters League. They haven't lost their website. That Arab Sheik could pay for the Bones Ngannou fight once Bones retires from Dana's grasp. Yeah, and I imagine something like that might happen. Okay, what do we got? 27 days away. 27 days, 12 hours. Championship Series Dubai. So why are you not doing events in the frickin' month that the UFC's taken off? Are they even doing it in the UFC's off week? Let's see here. This is all old shit. This is all stuff that's already happened. Oh, because... Oh, they don't have regular season 2025 yet. Championship Series Dubai. What is that one? Why is that? Why can I not even bring that up? It's not an option. Does it come up in Super Fights pay-per-views? Yes, that's what it is. Okay. Oh no, those are old. This is weird, guys. It's like this website seems like it's over. Everything is old shit. But they're saying something's coming up in 27 days. Oh, let's go to international maybe. PFL Europe, Mania, Africa. That's not PFL Mania, right? Because it's in Riyadh. No. Okay, upcoming event. That already happened. All right, guys, I swear I know how to navigate a website. I am not able to figure out where this card is in 27 days. Yes, it's in Dubai. But I'm not able to find it on here. Like, where the hell is it? Like, they're trying to advertise this. They're trying to sell it. I can't even fucking find it on the website. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. I'm going to doubt that this Championship Series Dubai happens. Because there's not even a spot to find it on here. I can't click on the Dubai. What happens when you click on Bellator MMA now? I wonder. Francis Ngannou beats Hanem Fahea. That was a PFL match. Not Bellator. So Bellator most likely the rest of the way gone. I'm just trying to fucking figure out how you're running a company with a website that I can't even figure out how to watch your shit. Let's go Max Watch now. Well, I have Max, so I'm not signed in here, I guess. I would so like to get Ray Sefo on the show and interview him after this all goes down. What's up, Wyatt? Guaminator in this bitch. House about to be burnt to the ground. You're behind. He hung up a while ago. One more fight, he'll lose, and everyone can see why he runs from any fighter that's close to his level, and he'll never stop running from Ngannou. The scary coked up ass. Yeah, but you see this? Help my old ass out, Wyatt. You're a young tech guy. Go to pflmma.com and see if you can figure out how to click on this fight, Championship Series Dubai. Because everything I click on is old shit. Let's go to news then. Dubai Department of Economy and Tourism and Dubai Sports Council partner with PFL to position Dubai as a global hub for MMA. That was November 20th of last year. Okay. That doesn't tell me about this event that's supposedly going to happen in 27 days, though. Where the fuck is this event? All right, I'm losing my mind here trying to find this event, guys. I mean, look how many damn executives they have here. You got chairman and founder Don Davis. You got CEO Pete Murray. You got the president Ray Sefo, great guy. I'm gonna say executive producer, CFO, EVP business and legal, chief commercial officer, SVP communications. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting scheduled. Fighters are suing the PFL on the regular right now, saying we've been promised these bouts. They won't give us fights. They won't let us out of our contract. Like, they're offering us half of what is on our contract. There we go. No, that didn't do it either. I thought if I just clicked on PFL, but that shows last season. Where in the hell is this event that supposedly happened in 27 days? PFL and Bellator have always had terrible promotional advertising. Oh, always. But this is like I am trying hard to find out what this event is and who is fighting in it on their own website, and I cannot figure it out. Let's go to Tapology and type in Championship Series Dubai. 27 days. Now they're making me do math. Like, almost nobody is going to go to this level of dedication to try to find their event. They're just not going to watch it. Events. PFL Dubai. Zero search results. I'm saying if it's not on Tapology, it doesn't exist. The 24th of January. The mysterious PFL bout, the card that they are hiding from us. I mean, they've always kind of hidden bouts from us, made it hard for them to find. But what is this? 24th, we got a one card. They're advertised. We got this Unified MMA on Fight Pass. It is not there. It is not there. 27 days from now, there is no sign of this card. I'm pretty much ready to call it, guys. I'm pretty much ready to call it. The PFL is done. They can't schedule a card because they can't afford to pay contracted fighters who are now demanding release. Yeah, I don't think this card happens. I'm beginning to think no fight card will ever happen again for PFL. I think they're done. I don't know why they're blowing smoke up our ass. Maybe they're trying to get more money from investors. Trying to avoid lawsuits as quick as they can. Trying to steal some of the executives. Trying to funnel money into their accounts as quickly as possible. I think they're done. And I know I've kind of crapped on the UFC at times over fighter pay. That's really my only objection with them is fighter pay. I just wish they'd pay their fighters more. That's pretty much it. It all ends up coming down to that. If they did that, I'm perfectly happy with them for the most part. It'd be nice to not have so many Apex cards, but that's just a preference. But all these other organizations, they can't even stay in business. We talk about the UFC not paying their fighters. PFL's not paying anybody. They're not running events. And they're not... you want to talk about unscrupulous business practices. What are they doing with all that money right now? Because they have money. They just bought Bellator for $500 million when they weren't paying their fighters. I mean, how much time was there between buying Bellator and when they missed the first check for a fighter, the first fight? I think they might have been missing fighter checks before they even made that purchase. Which, if that's the case, that sounds like a lot more of a lawsuit than anything they've ever had on the UFC. If I'm fighters right now, I'm getting together to sue the PFL right now, before they jump ship and disappear. Because I have a feeling these guys are about to become a ghost. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll have something next week. What are we looking at? We might have to scrape the bottom of the barrel. No, we'll figure out something next week. Everybody have a happy new year. Last stream of the season. I really enjoyed spending 2024 with you guys. Man, 2025 already popping off with some great fights, some great cards. Can't wait for that. As always, I love you. I respect you. And have your fine asses a great holiday. And I'll see you next year.